Welcome back, everyone, to Jojo Stand Rankings. This is part six. Yeah, this is part six. We're gonna be finishing part four by ranking the antagonist of Morioh. We're gonna be diving into Morioh's evil residents. I mean, you can say a handful of Morioh's residents are rather evil. Resident Evil. Anyway, first up we have Aqua Necklace. This is the stand of Angelo.
Yo, Angelo.
Aqua Necklace is water manipulation. It is a long. It's got a very good range. It's long range. It's water manipulation, like I said, with like Geb stand, like the stand Geb. Water manipulation is good, and with its range, it's also pretty good. And it also has the ability to, if it can get inside of a body, it's got complete control of the body. And I think that's pretty good. I think this is an A tier. I think Aqua Necklace is just pretty fire. I think its design is pretty cool. And it's also pretty strong, and it can also transport itself between any liquid too. I say with all of its abilities plus its range, I think it's really good. So next stand we have Bad Company. I think Bad Company is very good. Bad Company is the stand of Keicho Nijimura, Okuyasu's older brother. And Bad Company takes the form of a bunch of it's like a little army dudes. Kind of like toys. Kind of like slightly bigger army toys. And it can take the form of foot soldiers and like vehicles like helicopters and stuff. According to the JoJo's wikis, it uses M16 assault rifles. And its bullets is enough to tear the skin and leave like a decent wound. And they also have landmines that can like wound a leg pretty severely. I think Bad Company is pretty good. I think it's also A tier, honestly. It could be a little versatile. I mean, it's a good guard stand, I mean, if not anything. Like, if you want to guard something, just put these dudes on duty. Oh, Bad Company or Harvest? I think Bad Company versus Harvest. Personally, I'm gonna pick Bad Company. So yeah, A tier. Next up we have Red Hot Chili Pepper. This is the stand of Akira Atoshi, and what this is, it's a lightning bird, and it can like control lightning, or no, electricity, my apologies, it's electricity. So yeah, it can just do anything with electricity, and it can also jump from like electricity, like basically from like a power line to another one. Like it jumped from a power line to an outlet in the Nijimura house, and that's how he kills Keicho, because he jumped in it. I think Red Hot Chili Peppers also A tier. I think this is another A tier, honestly. Its range is also really, really, really good. And I think, yeah, I think it's A tier. Wow, video is started, and we have 3 back-to-back A tiers. That's pretty cool. Next up, we have the stand Rat. I think this stand is C tier. This is the stand of the rat. It's used by 2 rats, and its name is like Eaten and Not Eaten, I think. Basically, what this stand can do, it shoots out darts that are like covered in like this strong poison that melt things pretty fast. And personally, I think that is just pretty mid. Almost no versatility at all. I don't think in the series it was ever shown like this thing melting like objects, just like flesh. Even if it could melt objects, I don't think it would leave C tier. But yeah, I mean, hey, for a couple rats, they were doing pretty good too. So they got a nice spot in C tier. Next up we have Heartfather. I think Heartfather is pretty mid. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in D. Heartfather is the stand of Kira's dad. What he does is he's a ghost who lives in a picture, and he can interact with anything in the picture, and he can also like fly around like while in the picture. But in the real world, he's invisible. The only way to see him is through the picture. And I just can't see this stand being good, like at all. Other than like lore, like in universe purposes, like all he did was just go around Morioh and just shoot people or stab people with the arrow. I think Heartfather is pretty mid. I think it. I think it's Tower, or I think it's Superfly in some level. So yeah. Next up we have Boy to Man. Boy to Man is interesting. Boy to Man is a stand where you play rock, paper, scissors 5 times. First to 3 wins. And what happens is every time you lose something. Like I think in the first round, Rohan lost like basically you lose something, and if you lose all 3 rounds, you lose your stand. But every time you lose, the user of Void of Man gets that power through a hole in his cheek, and I think that is pretty interesting. But you have to go like for the inconvenience of like asking people to play rock paper scissors. Like for example, you can go against somebody like Rohan who would just keep saying like no, 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 go away until he gets annoyed. And not only you have to do it once, you have to do it like 5 times at the very most, 3 times at the very least, hoping you win every game. I think for its power conversion, like the power manipulation it gets, I think it's a B tier. Yeah, I think it is B. I think it is B. Cause I think it's better than some stands in C tier. And I also kinda like the design of Boy to Man. So yeah, let's get to the next stand. Next stand, this is Stray Cat. Stray Cat is also another very, very interesting stand because the user is a cat named Tama. And one of Stray Cat's ability is that you're reincarnated as a plant. Now, if we're going off the logic of that, you have the stand and you die and get reincarnated. Do you come back as a plant human or a plant cat? Because I think if we're coming back as a plant human, I think this is an S tier. Because even when you come back as a plant, you can still move around like a human and like do stuff, because that's like a part of its kit is that like Stray Cat is a plant, but it can like move around and do cat-like things. But if we're coming back as a cat plant, I'm gonna move it down to B. But another ability of Stray Cats is air manipulation. And yeah, I think this is like another water manipulation situation where air manipulation is like I think it's the second best element to be able to control. Yeah, I do agree with that. So we're gonna go off the basis that Stray Cat leaves you. We're gonna say you come back as a cat plant, and we're gonna leave it in B tier. But if a human would get it and were to die and come back as a plant human, I would put it in S tier. Probably like compared to everything else, probably on the lesser side of S tier, but still S tier. Next up we have Enigma. I don't remember the guy's name, but this is one of like the final villains of part 4 before like the big Kira fight. And what this does, you're able to trap things in paper, and you fold the paper to keep them there, and to release it, you unfold it. I think that is a very unique ability, And I also really like the design of Enigma. I think it is also pretty fire looking. Is this another A tier? I think it is. I think this is another A tier. Yeah, we're gonna put it in A. It's very versatile. Like, you could do so much with it. It's just you have to like watch yourself, and like if you put it in your pocket, like you're kind of screwed if you accidentally unfold the paper there. But I think it's pretty good. Next up, we have the stand Cheap Trick. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in D tier. Cheap Trick is a stand that latches on to people's back, and if someone ever looks at the user's back, the user dies, and Cheap Trick goes on to the person who's seen the back. I think it's trash. You get no benefit from Cheap Trick. It's actually also programmed to be very annoying. Like, it's constantly talking, making noise, and bothering you. Like, it wants you to get rid of it, but it's going to kill you if you do. So I think out of every stand we've ever ranked so far, I think this is the worst one. Next we have Killer Queen. Killer Queen is S tier. Just design alone, Killer Queen is S tier. I like the cat design. I think it's pretty fire. And Killer Queen's ability, I think we all know what it is. It blows things up, and that's pretty cool. And just the way Kira uses it, it's pretty cool. It's just Killer Queen is like a goated like villain stand. It's like pretty good. It also deletes all the evidence. I kind of think that's like the whole point of like Killer Queen. Yeah, Killer Queen is goated. I think it might be out of all like the big villain stands, like the world, Killer Queen, King Crimson, like Sea Moon. What are some other ones? Oh, D4C and Wonder of You. I think Killer Queen's like probably my second favorite. With more, I think if we're going off design, Killer Queen is the second, but ability wise, it would probably be my favorite. But yeah, I like Killer Queen. Like the video if you would pet Killer Queen. Next up we have Sheer Heart Attack. Sheer Heart Attack is a sub ability of, it's a substand of Kira, and what it does, it is a remote bomb that rides around on wheels, and Kira basically sets it on somebody, and its like whole thing is that it's never supposed to stop, and it's completely indestructible. It's just, this stand is only going to be good if you're a murderer. And personally, I've just never really seen the hype around Sheer Heart Attack. I'm gonna put it in C, but it's just like Killer Queen is just so much better than Sheer Heart Attack. The only thing that is good about Sheer Heart Attack is its range and like its ability, like its invulnerability, like the ability to never like be destroyed. It's like always supposed to get the job done. I just don't really see the hype behind it. Alright, for our next stand, we have Killer Queen Bites the Dust. Now, a lot of you might be shocked what I'm about to say, but Killer Queen Bites the Dust is fucking ass.
キラークイーン第3の爆弾バイツァーダストやったぞ発動したぞ
Alright, everyone, welcome back to the hell? What? This is part 6. Hold on, what? I ranked these. Yeah, Aqua Necklace was A. Bad Company A. Red Hot Chili Pepper A. Rat was C. Heartfather's Butt D. Boy to Man was B. Enigma was A. Stray Cat was B. Cheap Trick was D. Killer Queen was S. Sheer Heart Attack was C. And then I ranked by. Oh god damn it. Kira. Alright, dude. So you want my honest opinion about Bites to Dust. Bites to Dust is honestly pretty good. Bites to Dust's ability is that he puts a little miniature Killer Queen on like a non-stand user. His name is Hayato. Or I think it can be put on anybody. And how Kira uses it, it makes it to where if anyone finds out Kira's identity, it bites the dust and resets the hour. I think that ability alone is pretty mid, like C tier. But if we're going off the fact that you can put it on anything and like change what it is, I think it's like pretty good. Maybe like A. I am thinking A because let's be honest guys, Bites the Dust has aura. So yeah. Are you happy with that, Kira? Alright, good. So yeah. That is it for Morioh. And you know, I ranked all Part 4 stands from Crazy Diamond to Bites the Dust. So yeah, if you want to keep following this JoJo stand rankings, because in the next videos we're going to be covering Part 5, be sure to subscribe and hit that post bell notification for the next upload, and I'll see you guys later.